Hello my friends, how you doing? It's Dan McDonald, and my friends on YouTube call me the LifeRegenerator. This is a video dedication from my good friend Steve to his friend Mirelle Manish. Hello Mirelle, it's nice to meet you. Steve wanted me to do a dedication video for you. He wanted me to let you know that he cares about you and your health, and that's why he was just really trying to get us connected. Steve paid for a phone consultation for you, and I have actually tried to reach you a couple times, and I left a message with your husband, so I'm hoping that you feel free to call me, and I am going to be very happy to speak with you. Steve was mentioning that you've been working really hard on a lot of projects, and that you've spent a lot of time helping and serving others, and that you've been working on your own health lately. So he just wanted to send some blessings your way, and he sends a lot of people over to me that need help because I work on well, tissue regeneration for the human body is my specialty, and I use raw foods to do that, meaning fruits, vegetables, herbs. And as I've gone down that course recently, starting from the nutrition and the tissue regeneration for the alleviation of diseases and weight loss and even weight gain, a lot of things have changed over the last year since I started doing this. I've been working in the health and the fitness industry, if it could be called an industry, for about 15 years, and specializing in raw food nutrition for about the last 10. And I've really learned a lot over the years, and I've really been blessed to help and to sort of get a lot of real good ideas on how I can help people. So we're still working all the time at improving the diet. With most human beings, we're really seeing that we could all very much improve on what we choose to consume, since our society is sort of a profit-based society and less of a truth-based society. Now, truth is always available, free, for those who seek it out. So sometimes people will come to these videos and be like, you know, wow, I've never heard this before, this is great, and they'll have a lot of life-altering information come into their life because it's this type of information, which is raw food and tissue regeneration for the alleviation of diseases and the optimization of health and happiness. It's very new information because there's so little profit in it for our organizations. The organizations which are based on, you know, more so protecting profit as opposed to sort of benefiting human beings, really. Our institutions, you know, they're just really based on, they got to look at the bottom line. This is a profit-driven capitalist society, and I have no problem with that. But I'm here to bring in life-giving information. See, because nobody's gonna, you know what I'm saying? There's a few farmers down in, you know, South America that are gonna benefit from this, and that's it. You eat 4 bananas for breakfast, and you go about your day, and you energize the cells in your body. And bananas are excellent brain food. They're also excellent for keeping weight on. They're also easily digestible and very clean in the GI tract, very soothing to the GI tract. I mean, there you go, 4 bananas for breakfast. That ain't your bacon and eggs and stuff. But who's going to profit from that? Because you could do that every day and you'd never get sick. When you eat fruits and vegetables and herbs, you are constantly and continually feeding the cells in your body. I've also seen the alleviation of massive depression alleviated. I mean, people that were on psychiatric drugs for years. They just start eating raw foods, and all of a sudden they can get off their psych meds and they actually feel good. Because these foods that I like to share with people, raw foods, feed the cells. They feed the they feed the cells, and they also provide the building blocks that your body needs to create neurotransmitters, hormones, and steroids through the enzyme process. When you high heat foods, you destroy the enzymes, making it much more challenging for the body to break down the food, extract the components that it needs as raw building materials to build, like I said, neurotransmitters, steroids, and hormones that you need to feel good, to be happy, yay, to have a positive outlook, and to see the beauty of life. When you have the dark cloud, because you have your adrenals aren't producing those neurotransmitters and steroids throughout your daily activity, then you can't see how beautiful life really is. Then it also works against people that are trying to get enough sleep at night. When you don't have the proper hormone balance, it's hard to get a good night's rest. Without a good night's rest, I'm sure you all know that the next day is not as good. Like last night, I didn't sleep as well as I normally do, so I'm not totally at my best today. I'm just always honest on these videos. But that's okay, I'll get some rest tonight and I'll be supercharged again. But, I'm trying to help people to lose weight, because that's a huge thing right now. We're eating a lot of acid-forming foods with a lot of metabolic wastes that have preservatives and additives, and there's heavy metals in the air, and there's chemicals in the soaps and the detergents, and it's everywhere. So those things get trapped in our cells, and then they inhibit the functioning of those cells. And so if we can detoxify and alkalize and energize cells so that all those cells in the body can function, then the brain gets fed the great glorious sugars and the like I said, the neurotransmitters, the hormones, and the steroids that you need to simply feel good, to be balanced. So I'm going to continue to use raw food as a modality. That's going to be step one for most of us. I'm also going to try to do my best to get people to see that by holding on to the unconscious guilt, that we're guilty of something, because believe me, I do a lot of phone consultations, and this is rampant. And I'll tell you a little story, and this might set things up for you, for everyone out there, because I care about people and I'm going to continue to do this work. Yesterday I was outside on the porch, and I was having a salad with my friend, and she said, "God is good." And I was like, and then my mind went like this, outwards and upwards to this, and I started looking in my mind. When she said God is good, I started looking upwards and outwards for this anthropomorphic God person upstairs. But then what happened is, it was so cool, because then the energy of my consciousness came back into me, right into the center of my heart, and it said to me, your self, your deepest self is God. Therefore, you are good. And it was so cool to have that happen to me yesterday, because it lifted up even more of the unconscious guilt. I'm the LifeRegenerator on YouTube, and I'm a pretty good to go guy. I got a lot of very, very positive vibrations going on in my life, in my own inner self. But yesterday, I even went up another notch when that deepest part of myself, she said, God is good, and the energy came back into me and said, your deepest self is God. The source of your life is God, and therefore you are good. And that's what I'm trying to work with people at, is to get them to realize that they are innocent, that they are worthy of love. They're worthy of loving themselves, they're worthy of God's love, that you can trust and have faith. That everything, I mean, you're still here, ain't you? That this universe is a massively abundant place, and it cares for you so much. These are my beliefs. This is what I share. This is what's worked in my own personal life as I've continued to evolve spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally. I'm here to share these things on YouTube with you, Mirelle. I hope that I have just wanted to share with you, Mirelle, that I care about people. I want to help anyone in any way I can. Everyone's in a totally different place. So if I can be of service, Mirelle, please feel free to call. I am at your disposal. The consultation has already been paid for. Thank you very much, my friends, and peace be with you. Bye-bye.